Salutations everyone, welcome back to Let's Play The Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, BrainBoy, where we had last left off. We had been attempting to clear out the Warrens in an attempt to reach the, what was it, Wizened Hag? That was the Caretaker's quest. How do I look at that again? Is it, no, not the glossary. No, that's the menu. Ah, there we go, Caretaker Goals. Yeah, the Wizened Hag, which should be available now. Interesting. Detoxify the corpses. Blighted corpses lay strewn about the old road, teeming with filth and disease. Journeys to and from the hamlet pose constant threat of sickness. Destroy this blight with potent salve. To grab the poisoned herb. Crests and a lot of gold. However, I must be challenged if I am to improve, so that entire squad was kicked out. And the Berserk Mask for the Leper, giving increased speed, increased crit, but reduction in virtually everything else. So meaning, unfortunately, for everything else, I'm basically forced to take a very specific squad. In this case, it would be the squad of Pippin, Pudoro, Zarok, Chaos once more. So as much as I would love to do something different, I literally can do nothing else. Because these are the only ones that are actually well leveled, and the rest of these people here cannot make up a decent enough squad in order to bring them together. And as much as I would love to drag Dismas along, which I definitely think I could replace it, named characters get precedence over unnamed characters, with the exception of Reynold and Bordekine. Reynold, Bordekine, and Munville, just because they're so high leveled already. If they were to somehow die through either inaction on my part or otherwise, then maybe I would actually care about them a bit more. And we're gonna clear bulimic because you don't really need those types of diseases. Mental conditions that we could try to save. Flawed release is not a very bad one to try to get rid of. Anemic would probably take forever to get rid of. Torn rotator, you don't do melee anyway. Fluffy, you have fear of the eldritch. Honestly, quick draw on you is very bad, so I really don't care that much. Although, with all this, I couldn't know I need a healer. Yeah, so we're gonna have to find time to bring Wolkowlichious, Bravatanki. Actually, we can construct a small squad from this and get these people leveled up alongside us. So the squad will be as follows. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to break up the Battle Brothers for this, because I'm going to have Zarok in this mess. But I will bring this will be the... No, actually, Dismas can come here. So, Dismas' second line. Oh, never mind, you could take third. So the following team has been formed. Bravatanki, Zarok, Dismas, and Wolkowlichious, because they've all been rested for a very, very long time. And I definitely want to bring Bravatanki out for this. Now, for your actual talents and inventory and stuff like that, of course we're going to get the restraining padlock because it's so helpful for us. And I definitely should also grab, like, let me actually unequip all trinkets. Restraining padlock to reduce stress. And then I think I gave you... You'll take a little bit more stress damage. Reduced max HP. No, that's actually really bad for us. Legendary Bracer. I don't want the max HP. Well, a max HP reduction of 3 is not bad for the increase, like the sheer increase in damage. Then again, that's actually probably better on Dismas. No, Dismas can actually take the Legendary Bracer, as he gets the speed reduction but the massive damage boost. And this only puts him at normal speed. Let's see here. Oh, he's got a lazy eye. With a -5 accuracy to ranged skills. I really should have taken care of that, because he is a primarily ranged combatant. Unless melee skill chance and bleed. No. He might be a highwayman, but he doesn't melee. That's as much as I can really say. It's not really stress that's the main issue, it's just the ability for him to actually hit his opponents, which the Speedstone I think will cover for quite easily. Zarok Chaos, You yourself have no inspiration whatsoever, so the healing skill actually doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form. This is literally only for the crit. So for this, I will actually grant you... You don't need Junia's head. Damage stone. You don't have a very high dodge. Oh no, that makes your speed 0. How terrifying. And really, I don't have much else for a Crusader, so I guess these two put together, making him very tanky and able to deal a fair amount of damage. And Wolkowlichious, you, on the other hand, have very specific setups. You'll take increased stress damage, that much I can say. In fact, since you're probably going to get a lot of unholy stuff, but you'll take Junia's head for the increase in heal skills. No, because you don't actually heal stress all that often. I actually want you to basically go first in almost all instances. And this fixes your death blow resistance. Actually, we'll take this because the bleed skill is somewhat nice occasionally. And then... Honestly, there's not much else here. Yeah, we'll take the Solar Crown, why not? No, actually in that case we'll just take the Book of Sanity, because just flat negative 20% stress damage is great. Now, anyone else here? We have our squad, now let's get them upgraded and outfitted. Bravo Tanky, you definitely could use some skill increases for everything. I don't even know what that changed, I just know that oh, actually, crit mod, increased damage buff and accuracy, increased healing, more damage, probably more poison as well, an actual crit mod on manacles, and transformation deals more stress healing, reduces the speed lost, and heals more HP, while giving extra boons and protections and stuff like that. Zarok, I think, should be at the highest level. Or not. Let's just get everything back up to the level it should be. Dismas. Open... What does he use? He uses tracking shot, doesn't he? What is your current loadout? Tracking shot. Okay. While expensive, a tracking shot buff is definitely not out of the question. And Wolkowlichious, you definitely want Battle Ballad. Grants additional speed, which is exactly what I was looking for. Inspiring Tune doesn't do much else. Slice Off definitely does, though, with the extra bleed in a round, and a harvest. Okay. And then for the even more expensive, which, why don't I upgrade this, like, twice?
Fan the flames, mold the metal. We are raising an army.
Like, that is something I should really be doing. Because I'm spending so much gold on this, but I'm also not using any of these deeds or otherwise, so I might as well make use of them. And we're definitely selling off... Do we have... Sort by trinket name. Do we have any duplicates? The answer is no. Will I ever be using the evasion incense? Of course not. Will I ever be using the agility talon? Maybe. Drifter's buckle? Probably not. You actually, the Mocking Garb is better. You actually don't need that much base damage, but the speed. Yeah, I definitely need to, like, I need to sell off one more thing, and we'll take the Move Stone because there are better things for the people who actually use it. Because the base speed increase is definitely what's going to help us. Now the Nomad Wagon, since you take purely trinkets and stuff like that, will increase your selection.
Idol, amulet, or lucky charm. The simplest object can be a talisman against evil.
And will reduce the cost ever further. And with that, we've spent all our gold and we are ready to try to take on the Wizened Hag. With the current setup of Brabatanki. I'm brilliant, aren't I? I'm gonna need another melee individual. Well then, Pudoro has already taken... Well, actually, in that case, Pudoro takes his place. And you've been upgraded to full. Yes, you were fully upgraded last time. In which case, our current setup instead will be the following. Which I guess isn't that bad, because we have Pudoro to be the tankiest one. Zarok Chaos. Neither of those are actually that great on you. In which case, for the Man-at-Arms, increasing dodge doesn't really help. You don't heal. So I guess for you, it would actually be pointful to grab... Would it be pointful to grab what Zarok contained? I think almost assuredly. Yes, I see what I'm going to do here. Pudoro. Pudoro, there you are. You're going to take the damage stone, which while it reduces its dodge, we're going to then drop your stun and move resist in exchange for keeping your dodge at around the same. And let us begin. He says as he remembers that he has to actually buy this kind of stuff. We're not going to use the Unholy Slayer's ring. Nor do we actually use the restraining padlock. And we really shouldn't be doing this type of, like, trinket selling this often. So I'm definitely going to have to cut back at some point. And we're just making sure we have the bare necessities at least. Here we're definitely going to want... We definitely like 2 shovels, maybe. And then a vial of holy water, just in case. Let's begin.
I had collected many rare and elusive volumes on ancient herbal properties, and was set to enjoy several weeks immersed in comfortable study. My work was interrupted, however, by a singularly striking young woman who insisted on repeated calls to the house.
And they're trying, and once again my parents prove they have absolutely no indoor voice because she's never bloody learned how.
Method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
And we're going to naturally head south first because we must explore everything before continuing onward. This is definitely not a very scouty party, unless Dismas can provide. And Brother Tanky, carrying some of the rarest equipment that we have with him, hopefully is well worth the investment. Alright, I guess we'll keep exploring. I mean, there we are. Rabid Gnashers and Occultist Acolyte. Well, naturally we have the Battle Ballad ever ready for us, which grants the crit chance that I was looking for, and Wolkowlichious proves once again why he is the premier jester. Now, I would be concerned about stress damage, but he reduces it by so much that I might as well give this a shot.
Another one falls.
And with the immediate crit that already undoes all the stress damage he's taken.
Decimated.
Pudoro once again proves why he is the premier combatant. I think I'm gonna actually have to use Great Shot Blast to hit you,
is broken.
but we basically killed him in the first round of combat. Oh no, he has less speed for like a couple rounds, as he's forcibly detransformed back.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
I definitely could probably stick it a little bit lower torchlight, but I really don't feel as if that's the best idea for me. You definitely need a transformation here, because I can't let any of this last. A definite rake. No, rage might do enough damage to kill him outright. In fact, rage will.
Obliterated.
I just wanted to be certain that he would die and stay dead. Now, hopefully, with the combined skills of our armada, I can try to kill off one of the fungal artillery. Doesn't do enough, but I just don't want them to start marking targets. Yep, Pudoro's been marked. Which means he's going to miss horrendously and hit Brother Tanky, who's just going to heal it all anyway. I mean, Brother Tanky's raw damage alone is just flat out impressive. I'm just trying to clear corpses. I am just legitimately trying to clear corpses. And fine.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh no, you're marking prey. That is oh so terrifying. And that turn I could have probably used stress reduction, because we can hit you and kill you regardless, because rage is the one-shot skill.
Destroyed.
Like, as if on cue, he will one-shot most opponents.
But a victory nonetheless.
An ancient coffin. It is slightly ajar, and it contains hidden treasures. I'm fairly certain that you can actually get attacked from opening that, but I quite frankly do not care. Eerie spider web. With strange glow to it, there might be something behind it. The hero is covered in a sticky goo. Slow draw. -4 speed on the first round. Well, that's certainly annoying. I was really hoping that that was not...
The light. The promise of safety.
Admittedly, I should have just used a torch on that, because it would have burned it away, but still. That just seems a bit weird. Any scouting? Yes, actually. A decent amount. There's an obstacle up there. I mean, that's what I brought both of those shovels for.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Shallow grave. A grave dug in haste. Grave digging is not the healthiest of professions. Bleed resist and move resist. As usual, we can take those kinds of hits usually.
As the light
especially
gains
on
purchase,
the abomination.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
The man who refuses to die. And you've got the slow draw. And as long as it's just you, Dismas, anyone else it would actually matter a lot
Annihilated.
more on. Can't say I hate Battle Ballad. Makes us, like, makes him normal. And please transform. Oh gosh, imagine if there was a bug that allowed you to transform other people. It'd be terrifying.
Eradicated.
That's one down. Can you crit? No. You have a 20% crit chance, you just can't crit. Which is fair enough. Escape Cloud? Hilarious. Well, Abomination really doesn't like the fact that you hit his friend.
Continue the onslaught.
Or him, for that matter.
Them all.
And we might as well start doing some stress reduction. I just realized we don't have any healers. That can't possibly go wrong for us. Nope, not at all. Says us as we completely and utterly annihilate them. I guess our healing is probably going to come primarily from the use of food in the camp right before the final boss. And we're just expecting to kill her. Alright, this is just a room battle with no curio. So let's just continue our march. Is this one of those sacks that I just left a bunch of supplies in for no apparent reason?
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Well, supposedly it's the intent of the wizened hag that has changed this, so... And so far, it's like Putaro is the only one that's taken any damage. Diseased by the remains. Thankfully, you've resisted this.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Honestly, if you think a torch is a blazing star, I have something like that. Then again, I kind of expected
Without
this.
tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose. A fortune waiting to be spent.
Alright, that was kind of poor. Hopefully we don't encounter like 2 more of those. Yep, Webbers. Although we got the surprise round, which pretty much guarantees that they die. Let us transform, everyone. And by them dying, I mean dead.
Fiend.
And the combined might of the rest of our forces will just guarantee instant death on them. Technically, if we were to bellow at them, there was a decent chance they might... Never mind. It's like, there's a decent chance they might die.
Another
Maybe.
abomination cleansed
Probably.
from our lands.
And we can do some stress reduction. It literally cannot hurt us. Dismas, unfortunate for you, you can't... You're the one that had to kill him, but you missed, and you get bitten for it. You even got blighted. You miserable, miserable fool.
Executed with impunity.
Hey, call it as it is, narrator. Call it as it is.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, let's keep going. We are one away from the final boss. Well, 2 rooms away, technically, and we will rest and relax in one. And you dodged the trap. Excellent. Now, if we could only scout. Like, why is having a highwayman so bad for scouting for us? I don't know. Ooh. Okay, we at least have a trap noted. And another pack containing some loot.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Alright, 70, 70, 100. Yeah, you have a fair amount of stress as well. Give it a good go. Makes you happy. Honestly, isn't that all that matters? Now, hopefully we have another scouting opportunity. Alright. Now this is going to be the important one. I'm definitely going to want to use the campfire now. Get the food going, get the stress reduction. Head down to the boss battle, then return for the secret door like I had done last time. So let's definitely make use of the campfire now.
Huddled together. Furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Well, that would be the case if we weren't such badasses that could completely and utterly demolish all our opposition. Now, do we want to turn back time? Not really. Tiger's Eye. Oh, duh. I can't believe I didn't catch Turn Back Time. I caught Tiger's Eye, but as an actual song that my friends sung as an in-joke because it annoyed one of mine so much. Anyway, Clean Guns seems like a very decent benefit. And actually, Bandit Sense, Clean Guns, and Maintain Equipment seems like what we should do. Quickening is also nice, but this is good enough on our own. With my ear to the road, none shall surprise us. He whistles as he cleans his guns, and Poudreau gets to maintain his equipment. We are favored by the gods this day. No chance of foraging for more timber.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Let us press on. Spiderweb. Tempted. Torch. Really? Holy water. Medicinal herbs. You're not even worth my time. You genuinely aren't. Alright. We can't surprise them, and of course they're gonna go first because their speed isn't the greatest. And he gets more stress damage because of Doomsay. Well, we can always kill one off. The rest will be up to everyone else. Now, a transformation is definitely in order. Now, will the rake actually kill them, is the question. No.
A decisive pummeling.
It'll definitely put them close. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not at all surprised. And if we just hit them a few more times, like a Grape Shot Blast might kill him outright. He claims, knowing full well that's a lie.
The ground quakes.
And one final groping swipe, but Bravatanki, as long as he goes first, should finish them all off. But again, I can't deny Wolkowlichious' buffs are also more than welcome here. And the Madman definitely needs to die. Tracking shot? No. And you finally roll max damage.
This expedition at least promises success.
Ooh, maybe we can start the rounds of combat. Yes, we can.
Twisted and maniacal. A slathering testament to the powers of corruption.
The cauldron is definitely empty, But let's see if we can kill off the Wizened Hag as soon as possible. Rampart can hit. What's your stun resist? 100? Okay, this is just a DPS race then. Let's hit the Wizened Hag as much as we can and as often as we can. Transform one more time, brother Tanky. We don't have a key. Well, I made the right decision regardless. I mean, this team is the DPS team, so we should be able to finish them off quickly. Into the pot with Dismas. Of course. And a meat tenderizer.
Ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
Get me out of this infernal crockpot. Don't worry. You've only triggered my trap card. Wolkowlichious. Please start bleeding the woman. Unless this deals a lot more damage. No, bleed is more helpful in this case. And hits them both. Oh, it's every round. Okay, can I actually deal enough damage to knock you out? Yes, I can. Into the pot with Pudoro. Of course, you're going to target someone who still has a turn. And a meat tenderizer once more. Yeah, I think at this point... Well, he has our main tank in there. So I guess... that these two together should definitely be able to finish these off. And a point-blank shot. Gets our lines basically back in order. And Wolkowlichious goes into the pot as well, but you managed to... Oh, I thought you dodged. I'm so sorry, Wolkowlichious, but you are going to make a very delicious and fine stew. Because I definitely just want to kill her.
The wood is still poisoned. The way is still blocked. But less people will be eaten.
Yeah, unfortunate for us. Ooh. Plus 30% bleed skill chance. I guess we can take that over the holy water, as it's not very highly valued. Yeah. Yeah, really, there's not much else good. There's not much good for us here, as we don't have a key. I'm gonna continue adventuring, just to see. There are 2 curios remaining. I know what one is. If the other is what I think it is, and it has a chance of giving me a key, I'm going to take it. Because I can just leave right afterwards. I would definitely love to enter the secret room. There's a chance. There's a chance. Something has recently mutilated this creature. No. To my downfall, there is no way to open the chest. Someone left behind quite a stash.
Handsome reward for a task well performed.
At least I could still get something. That's all I'm going to take solace in. We collect a lot of treasures, but we burn through so much of it back at home. Like this quest gave me almost nothing. Thankfully, I don't think we're going to need to upgrade troops anytime soon, as I think most of the main squad has been fully leveled. Anyway, Brother Tanky, unfortunate for me, you apparently have gained a disease. Necromania, fascinated with corpses, and the Black Plague. Well, we gotta clean up that. Paranoia, obsessed with Paranormania, and quick reflexes, replacing Cove Tactician. Wolkowlichious, you have slow draw, but precise striker. All good talents, if I were to actually use you in combat.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Well, that's the Wizened Hag defeated. Now with the Brigand 8-pounder, Iconolate Flesh, Soranus Prophet, Hag, Necromancer, Alluring Siren, Swine King, 12-pounder, Necromancer Lord, 16-pounder, and yada yada yada. We have a lot to go through still. And we still have the roster goals as well of raising all of these to level 6. But that's for much later. For now, I hope you've all enjoyed watching this episode of The Darkest Dungeon. I know I've definitely enjoyed playing it, and I hope to see you all next time. This has been your host, BrainBoy20, and I am signing off. If you enjoyed the video, remember to like, comment, or subscribe, for it helps out a great deal. And I hope to see you all next time.